Fuck, I think we're live.
I'll have the chat open on my phone.
Same. If my phone would hurry up and tell me we've gone live. Watch now, I've just fucked it up and we've gone live on Twitch. Oh no, there I am. It's me. It's me. It's live stream of Windows Media Player.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I'll have the chat open on my phone.
Oh yeah, lovely. Do you want to turn your phone down?
Oh, I purposely put it right in front of
Oh,
the
comedy.
mic. I don't like you. Hey, 8 people are watching, man.
8 people are watching. The initial hype is there right from the start.
And the chat goes mild.
Yeah, 'cause you're here. I'm just making sure everything's working. Run out the test, people. In the chat, is everything fine? Note that the screen hasn't moved. It's not supposed to move yet. Bear with me. Okay. The chat went back. It's gone up to 16. Oh no, it went back down to 8. Boy. Whoops, I accidentally botted some views.
4 people have liked this, man.
They have. It's the viewer count's all over the place. It's just people coming and leaving in droves because we haven't started yet. Start.
If we just started, it would have been like 500 people watching this, man.
Yeah. Okay, everything's good. Thank you. Right.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. It is fine. Bullet Club is fine.
Famous last words.
Yeah. Right.
Andrew
I'm
Sullivan!
ready.
Oh my god! That's cool. Someone in the chat with the last name Sullivan.
Oh god. We found his brother. Oh, dude, someone just put in Japanese emojis.
Oh my god.
Nice.
The crowd
Dude, hit me with
goes
those.
wild.
Hit me up with them Japanese emojis. I'll send you hentai, free hentai, uncensored hentai,
Spent.
and banned.
Dude, like a lot of kids watch this.
No, they don't. Analytics say 18 to 25 is the prime age.
Okay, and how many kids put like, oh, I'm 18?
You kid.
Yes, me.
You little kid. Right. I'm ready to kick things off. Are you ready over there?
No.
That's a shame, isn't it? Oh, you just saw a little sneaky peeky preview because I had to get things sorted out. Right. I am ready to begin when you are. Jokes. I'm always ready to begin. I'm not waiting on you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. And prepare everyone. Brace yourselves. We are about to begin this spectacle. Get your yawns out. Come on. It's going to be a long night.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just double check that's working. It is. Whoa. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go. Mine didn't work.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You can welcome to behind the scenes. Here. Okay. Right. Are you back at the start?
I don't know if I want to be.
Well, you should be. You got no choice.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2, 1, go. Hello and welcome to Universe Mode. This is King of the Ring, the one night where one man doesn't sit on a throne despite there being 2 at ringside. Gloss over that little issue. Anyway, we're here tonight. 8 men, 1 crown to be won. It is going to be a big night of action, and we've already had the quarterfinals drawn beforehand. And there are some big matches on its way, as we'll see here now. The match card has been revealed to us. we have got the first match of the night, one that will certainly excite the Raw General Manager to my side, back, wherever he is, the Raw General Manager, Daro and Arlo, as Lars Sullivan goes one-on-one against The Miz. 2 Raw men clashing in the first round. However, since you did have almost half the field, that one kind of makes sense. But there is Lars Sullivan and The Miz, round 1, much to the enjoyment of you. But however, we move on then to what could be the hardest hitting fight of the round, and that will be Kassius Ohno representing Raw, taking on the Golden Star, Kota Ibushi, who represents SmackDown. Ibushi has been on a roll as of late, but that doesn't mean that Ohno hasn't either. Both men kind of broke out of their shell at the Royal Rumble, and now here tonight they're looking to really move themselves up, and King of the Ring could be the way to do it. We're then going to have the cruiserweight match, if you want to call it that, of the King of the Ring, as representing ECW. Rich Swann goes one-on-one with a representative of NXT in Kushida. That should be an interesting one, which leaves, in my opinion, the match of the quarterfinals. It is 2 of the favorites to win this whole thing going at it. ECW's Baron Corbin against the man looking to make it back-to-back King of the Ring crowns, Kenny Omega. It is a long night. It is a big night. Strap yourselves in. Only one man can be King of the Ring. Who can endure one night of action to become King of the Ring? We'll find out. To my side, of course, is the Raw General Manager, Lars Sullivan. Not Lars Sullivan, Daro and Arlo, but almost one and the same. You can take this away.
Lars Sullivan. Here we are. Well, we waited, what, about 2 weeks? At least I have. And now we get to see Lars Sullivan, my best friend,
yes,
win King of the Ring. Should be great.
He's got the advantage in the first round of going up against The Miz. I mean, Lars, of course, in that aspect, did completely destroy The Miz and Kassius Ohno on Raw.
Right, and you know, just gotta give him props, man. Look, wearing that royal red, representing the brand, you know.
Yeah, that's a very good point you've got there.
In his own right, Lars Sullivan is a maverick. And you know,
I mean,
Raw.
Oh, okay. He's a Jake Pauler.
I don't know where you're drawing that from, but
me either. But here is Lars Sullivan to the ring.
Andrew Sullivan saying he can't see a thing.
To Lars Sullivan's brother, might want to refresh your stream, because on my end it's fine. Is it fine on your end?
It's fine with me.
Okay.
I'm sorry if I.
Oh, apparently our audio's a little off. Which audio? Game, mic, or something else? Just let us know. This is, of course, a work in progress. They can't hear you apparently that well.
Really?
Oh dear. Right, behind the scenes, everyone close their eyes.
What?
I've got to work out which one's you. Oh shit. Is it this one? Is that you?
Is what me?
I don't know. Hang on. I've got a way around this. Right, everyone, as I've said, keep your eyes firmly shut. I haven't told you to open them yet. Okay, there we go. I hope that fixed it. Entrance music. Oh, okay. I'll just turn it. I mean, I've turned it up a little bit if that's fixed it. It's good on people's side. Okay, right, well, we'll hope everything's fine. Since people are having difficulty hearing you, Mr. General Manager, you may have to keep on talking.
Yeah, well,
Holy shit, you've gone loud!
Oh,
Don't worry.
You're
okay.
Like a punch.
Did I?
Yeah,
Oops.
when you said, holy shit, it got loud, you sounded like the Terminator. For those of you who are smart enough to hear me, I apologize if I'm a little out of it. It's just, this match doesn't have much stock, because you already know who's winning. Lars Sullivan is going to take it in about 3.57 seconds. I'm not worried.
So he's going to execute a move that takes half a second. And that's it.
Well, I believe the ref would just call it out. You know?
It's gone longer than 3.5 seconds. I hate to break it to you.
No, it hasn't. Right now we're at about 0.10 second.
So the Raw General Manager there with no concept of how time operates as we get this one started.
That's why I don't come on every 20 weeks. To me, it's just 7 days, but
All right. So we're underway, yeah. Oh, what a counter there by the Miz.
not that good of a counter, gonna be honest.
And now with some 8 kicks in the corner, he's taking it to Lars Sullivan. I mean, you know Lars Sullivan so well. What's the best way to try and overcome Lars Sullivan and have an advantage over him?
Well, simply put, there is no way. Think about how many times we've seen him lose. Do you know how many times?
Do you know how many matches he's had?
A bunch. A good amount.
3.
More than me.
3.
More than you. How many have you had?
Yeah, alright, he's had more than a commentator and a general manager. Wow!
How many matches has who do you like? What's that guy's name? Seth Rollins? How many matches has he had?
Oh, we're probably at this point, probably over
2.
over 200 easily.
I don't know, not feeling it.
You've
yeah.
seen more than 2 defenses of Seth Rollins' title. What are you on about?
No, I haven't.
I think you have.
Look at this.
Oh,
the sheer power.
this is.
How many men do you know that can lift the Miz into the air?
The Miz exclusively.
Yes. Yeah, nobody.
In the turnbuckle, up in the... I don't know why I said turnbuckle. It was by the announce table. There's the Miz countering out and going after the leg there of Lars. Probably the best thing to go after, even though they are tree trunks of a leg.
In the chat, Pat Blade says the hype is real. Couldn't be more correct, especially when Lars Sullivan is in the ring.
Yes, the Amish man himself.
He's
Got a
not
chin lock
Amish,
applied here. He looks it.
Okay, and you look, I don't know,
Thank you.
Czechoslovakian? You're not
Okay. Czechoslovakians, you know, they have a good reputation for being actually pretty attractive, so cheers for that. I'm an Eastern European babe. Lars Sullivan is still Amish, however. Miz rolling out of the ring. He's got to, you know, I think, personally, the way to beat Lars Sullivan is to wear him out.
I disagree. Because his stamina is unheard of.
It's unheard of because we haven't seen it yet.
Well, that definitely is a good point. But, you know, we have Gaming HD lying in the chat saying Braun from ECW could crush Lars. Just saying. What do you think about that?
I mean, I'd be down to see it. I think Braun and Lars would put on a war. I do still think that Braun Strowman would beat Lars Sullivan.
I disagree. I mean, who even is Braun Strowman?
Oh, look at this!
Freak accident. See, I was hardly paying attention. We already know how this was going to end. It's over.
2, 3. Freak accident from left field. Lars Sullivan just advanced to the semi-finals.
To the finals, pretty much. I mean, semi-finals, finals. What's the difference, you know?
One has 4 people in it, one has 2.
Okay, but how many is 4? I mean, it's pretty much just two times.
Correct! It is double what the finals are.
Yeah, but how different are they really?
Very. Anyway, Lars Sullivan advances to the semi-finals. We'll find out coming up next if he's going to be facing Kassius Ohno or Kota Ibushi, but The Miz tried to run around Lars Sullivan. He tried to use his speed advantage to his advantage, obviously. But it didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. Lars Sullivan progresses on here, and The Miz can, I don't know, be The Miz? I mean, he's still The Miz at the end of all this, at least.
Oh, you're definitely right. He sure is The Miz.
And there you see it. One block of the semi-finals has been revealed already. Lars Sullivan advances. But who's he facing? Well, we'll get the answer to that one up next. Kassius Ohno and Kota Ibushi in what could very well be the match of the quarterfinals.
Well, you know, since we're done with the Lars business for now, I will say, you know, I think Kassius is going to take this one.
Do you?
Yeah, you know, another Maverick, you know, another representative of the Raw brand. And I think he'll take it.
Well, Kota Ibushi, as of late over on SmackDown Live, has been making a tear for himself through the roster. The Royal Rumble, in particular, I will point back to this as I have for pretty much every week I've seen him in action. He has been on a tear. At the Royal Rumble, he eliminated... I gotta remember the people he eliminated. I think he eliminated Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, maybe. No, that was Rich Swann who eliminated him. I think it was Sami Zayn and Marty Scurll. And we all know what happened with Marty Scurll on a certain episode of Raw that just passed.
Definitely something that needs to be addressed eventually.
We'll hopefully get to that sooner rather than later, because this is one of those situations where we're not hiding anything away from each other. We both know exactly the same as one another. Nothing.
Correct.
Well, there we go. As Kota Ibushi stands in the ring, you say Ohno's taking it. I think Ibushi's going to take it. We now ask the question of to everyone in the chat right now, who is taking this? Is it Ohno? Is it Ibushi? Who's progressing to face Lars Sullivan in the semi-finals?
Well, JJ Hunt says, my mom now says Ohno. Well, congratulations to that. Your mom does say Ohno indeed.
How do you know?
He said it in the chat.
I mean, that makes sense.
His mom gave his opinion.
Hey, everyone's entitled to one.
And I couldn't agree more.
Kassius Ohno comes towards the ring. Very nice attire here, as opposed to his usual red and white. He's gone with a bit of blue and black. Quite royal colours.
You know, I suppose that's fine, but Lars Sullivan could rep the brand. I don't see why Ohno couldn't.
Because Ohno wants to be king of the ring. That is what he wants. I mean, you know, anyone can wear anything.
Well, everyone in this tournament wants to be king of the ring, Captain Obvious.
Correct. Right? He's also got a king on his, little king logo on his forearm wrap there on the right-hand side, on his right arm.
Really? That's a good catch.
Yeah, he's really going all out. I mean, I'll see if we can get a better view of it during this matchup. But anyway, Ohno and Ibushi here. The chat is saying, so we got Ohno, and a not sure, which makes it a little bit interesting. Oh, look at this by Ohno very early on with a pile driver there.
Well, it seems a lot of people who are saying Ohno also said they could see Ibushi in the finals. So
I think it might be a luck of the draw type of thing going on here.
Well, you do talk about Ibushi as, you know, high regards. I guess this could go either way, but I just see Ohno taking it.
And that's why I see Ibushi taking it, as does Mr. Matthew Johnson in the chat as well. Finally, someone on Ibushi's side. Either way, I think we're in for the match of the quarterfinals here, I will say it. On the outside, Ohno in deep trouble. Ibushi in deep trouble, rather. Caught with that cross-arm powerbomb there. No way to stop it from coming in, but Ibushi is a fighter. No way that's going to end him yet.
Well, personally, I think The Miz versus the Lars was easily match of the night so far. Forgiven opinions. They're forgiven opinions, man.
It wins by default.
Yeah.
Ohno back in the ring now after that forearm shot. All those forearms are going to do a number on Ohno, on Ibushi, who flips out of whatever Ohno was attempting there. Sunset flip. Can he put him away here? Oh, he got close. Ohno flips back in return. Cover of his own, and he kicks out.
I wouldn't have expected it to be it that quickly, no.
That's a very fair point. This may be one of those situations where it's going to be a more than one finisher to finish this one off.
Definitely.
Look at this here, up on the shoulders, and Ohno having to resort to some desperate measures. They're scratching the eyes of Kota Ibushi and now going after him here with a power bomb. Down into the mat. Even caught his head on the ropes on the way down there.
Now, I could be wrong, but Ibushi's finisher is a top rope maneuver, yes?
It can be that, or it can be a sit-out powerbomb.
Interesting. So
Ibushi likes to vary his moves. But yes, you are right. There is a Phoenix Splash that he has waiting up his arsenal.
So I think, well, that's an effective maneuver. Ohno, all his big moves are very simple but effective. And I think that could cost Ibushi later in the match.
Yeah, you got a fair point. Ibushi's got to do a lot of... You got to work with a lot of speed. He's still got to have a lot of agility within him to execute moves like a Phoenix Splash. Ohno just needs a forearm that works and can crack someone in the jaw.
Yes.
Oh no, now he's going to go for that cross-arm powerbomb again here too. Ibushi really doing a number on the back so far in this matchup. It's like the third powerbomb in this matchup now. And it's not going to get any easier for him. In the turnbuckle, going to look for the discus. Big boot! Oh! Right in the jawline of Kota Ibushi.
I could see that ending it.
I don't think it will, and it doesn't.
So, I gotta ask, who's your favorite?
Oh, wait. We're going to have to come back to that one, because incoming, KO!
It's
in
over.
the back of the head! Dead center, middle of the ring. Can Ibushi kick out on Heart alone? Yes! What were we going to say?
Well, I'm not sure I know who's your favorite going in. You already know mine.
I mean, I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. In my own way, I'm not going to say an ECW guy. Because Rich Swann, all things considered, is, you know, I've called him the dark horse of the tournament potentially, much less than I've called him a favorite. Baron Corbin is on very thin ice with me. So, I'm not going to call a winner until the finals. How about that?
Well, it's kind of cheating, but sure, do what you want.
I will. Thank you. Ibushi's still fighting back here. Counter, though. These two men be going back and forth this entire match thus far. With no end potentially in sight. Up and over the top rope. Ohno hangs on there.
Well, and
he's eventually sent to the floor.
I think both of these men are very marathon type wrestlers, you know?
Yes. Definitely agree with you on that one. As we go to the outside here with Ibushi and Ohno now. This time it's Ibushi in control on the outside. This one's going to do some damage. Great counter out of the German suplex there. Oh, God!
If Lars wasn't in this match, you know, in this tournament, that is, I think either of these men could have easily took it to the finals.
Well, we'll see. One of these men, of course, will be meeting him in the semi-finals. Big boot there. On the way back in, Kassius Ohno now going to go to the turnbuckle again here and look to finish him off. Look to send his ticket stamping into the semi-finals. Ibushi moves out of the way and a drop kick to create some separation.
Checking in the chat here, Super Awesome Mario Bros says, even the video game makes it look fake.
This is as real as it gets. I don't know what he's on about.
Our video game isn't coming out for another couple months, so.
No, you're gonna have to wait a while. We're still in beta.
Yeah.
Everyone wants a piece of that game, though. Kassius Ohno here, just showcasing his strength. I don't know. That was a bit of a weird move there by Ohno. He held him up and just did nothing.
Well, you hear
and he's
me
gonna go
say
for an.
Oh
God, it's another power bomb. Oh, Ibushi though. Arms were under the rope, so the referee had to call for the rope break. They're stamping on the arm now. That's not going to stop a rope break if his arm is under the ropes. Stun gunned into them now. This is not getting any easier for Ibushi. Whichever one of these two men wins and has to face Lars Sullivan now is almost looking at a disadvantage from all the fighting they've had to do. Corkscrew moonsault there by Ibushi into the cover to send him to the semi-finals. Oh, he was close.
You know, that was an incredibly strong point you made there. How low stamina or not, Lars Sullivan ended that match fairly quickly. Well, these two men are, you know, they're going to be spent by the end of this.
You did say they are marathon guys, though, so... And, you know, they have got 2 matches after this to help them prepare. And they're going to need all of them, but... It's all about the recovery as well. Ibushi once again in trouble. That discus big boot looking to be prepped by... Oh, no! Oh, my God! He got it again.
It hit. This could be the end.
Ohno decides it is not. He thinks that he needs to do more to win this one. And more includes a second KO to end this one out. No response from Ibushi.
How is Ibushi able to take each and every one of these strikes?
1, 2. Oh, he kicked that again.
Just as I was saying, Ohno can't really put him away right now.
The ECW television champion is in the chat. Aleister Black has joined.
Aleister Black, why were you not in King of the Ring?
Because he's a champion.
And?
Well, I didn't want to put him in King of the Ring. He's already got a belt to his name. He had a great 2017. Look at the strength now, though. Back into the matchup itself. Look at the strength from Ibushi. Deadlift, German suplex. Oh no, all kinds of tangled up in the ropes, though.
Well, I will say Ibushi's given some offense, but I don't think any of it has been as quite potent as Ohno's.
Oh, there's some disrespect towards one another. There's slaps by Ohno to get out of that one. And now a twisting neck breaker here. It is an uphill road for Ibushi to climb if he wants to get anywhere near the finals right now. Cover after that neck breaker. Ibushi kicks out again.
And as you know, slaps aren't really an offensive move as they are a I'm gonna piss you off move.
They're not intended to. Well, they're intended to sting. They're not intended to put a match away. They're intended to piss off your opponent.
He is not in King of the Ring tonight. I gotta say that.
He is not. I meant the description, not the
adjective.
Yeah, the adjective, not the wrestler. Or the musician, for that matter.
There's a musician?
Yes. Anyway, Kenny Omega, he doesn't wear face paint. Kenny Omega is up later on tonight. I was reading the chat. That's why I got confused. Kota Ibushi, finally! Sit out powerbomb! Cover on Ohno!
Oh, man.
Kota Ibushi has advanced to the semifinals.
Not a fan.
God, he took everything that Ohno had to give to him. And Ibushi is going into the semis to meet Lars Sullivan.
Can we talk about how in 2 matches I just lost 2 people?
Well, I mean, you were bound to lose. By the finals, you were only going to have 1, so it happened just a little bit earlier, I guess.
I don't know, man. This is not what I wanted.
Well, Ibushi advances. Coming up later on tonight, once the first match of the semi-finals, it will be Kota Ibushi and Lars Sullivan. And I know you're already thinking about how great that match is going to be for a certain someone. And I will say it, heading into that match between those 2 men, it is certainly an advantage towards Lars Sullivan. Ibushi went a long, long time in that match. But what a match it was.
Well, JJ Hunt says in the chat he's 2-0 with his picks.
Oh, he's doing a good job
for
so
you,
far,
buddy.
And they will write. They will write regarding the closeness of this matchup. And we continue on here to the cruiserweight aspect of the matchup. Now of the tournament as a whole, even we're gonna have some agility displayed between Rich Swann and Kushida. I believe this might be your first sighting of Kushida.
I believe I saw him. He's an ECW star, yeah?
Kushida, no, NXT.
Oh, then definitely not. I must have got it confused with Naito.
That's a big confusion to make.
Well, I don't know. It was on the same ECW I was on. Rich Swann and Naito were on the card, and I associated them with King of the Ring. So,
I mean, you know, in a way, Naito could have been in this position, but he's become. Did you just fucking burp?
No.
Okay.
I sneezed.
In a way, Naito has become. You know, Naito could have been in King of the Ring, but he got involved with other aspects. The TV champion Aleister Black this past ECW decided he wanted to get involved with him after all the victories he's been sustaining recently. But anyway, Swann and Kushida here.
So,
opportunity for the.
You know, while I server out Kushida, I believe there was a comment directed towards you. Maybe you should address that one. Oh, look at this Kushida cat.
That's still Rich Swann.
He's coming out. Give me a minute.
Okay. In the answer to that question, potentially, give us time.
Okay.
And then a question directed to you. Why do you like Lars Sullivan? As Kushida makes his way towards the ring.
Okay, Wilbury, cut it out a minute, because who's this guy? What's he trying to do with his...
This is Kushida.
He looks dumb.
Looks like Marty McFly.
And that's dumb.
Right. No one cares about your opinion. So, Kushida comes towards the ring here, defeated Pentagon Jr. in a King of the Ring qualifier to achieve this right. Representing the brand of NXT. There were a lot of talents down there who could have done it. Tyler Bate, Matt Riddle, EC3, Pete, did I say Pete Dunne? I don't know. There was and many, many more that I'm struggling to name right now because of how stacked the roster is. There was even the likes of Hiroshi Tanahashi who could have represented. But the NXT general manager decided to give it the opportunity to Kushida. And we're underway here in this one between these two. Luck of the draw allows us to have a fairly agile match here between these two men. And also, you know, both of these men, you know, if, say, Rich Swann drew Baron Corbin and Kushida drew Lars Sullivan, I'd highly doubt we'd be seeing them in the semi-finals. At least there's a guarantee that one of these guys, the dark horse of the tournament, either one of these could be, is going to wind up in a semi-final position.
Which is, I mean, you know, charity is nice, I suppose.
And they'll be facing the winner of Baron Corbin and Kenny Omega coming up after this one. Powerbomb there by Kushida, the running move of the night apparently, thanks to Lars Sullivan and Kassius Ohno and Kota Ibushi earlier on.
So, Wilbury is also asking, why do you like Seth Rollins? I believe there are very similar answers to that question, except Lars Sullivan is competent.
There's only 8 matches on this card. I don't think that's enough time to explain how much I truly appreciate everything that Seth Rollins has done and how great Seth Rollins really is.
Look, all I'm saying is that Seth Rollins has never made it to the semi-finals of King of the Ring.
And all I'm saying is
that one.
And all I'm saying is Lars Sullivan hasn't won a 3 Stages of Hell match and sent someone out of this universe.
Okay,
and you can't
know
disagree
the
with me
3
on that
Stages
one.
of Hell match is only to sell toys. Please stop kidding yourself. And now we have Kushida.
We don't need toys. We sell plenty enough merch as it is. Surprisingly enough, none about you.
Hey, what is your opinion on Roman Reigns' accusation of using steroids?
I mean, you know, that's I don't run SmackDown either. That's down to the SmackDown committee to decide. I mean, you know, I don't know. I mean, Paul Heyman's going to have a tough time overcoming that accusation.
Hey, you know, we've seen people get out of it before.
We have. Lars Sullivan, most specifically. Cover here by Kushida after just barely moving out of the way of that frog splash attempt by Rich Swann. But these two men are quick movers. They're getting around the ring very quickly with one another.
This is a mighty fine match, I'll say so right now. You know, if I wasn't exposed to, you know, Lars Sullivan and whatnot, I think I'd be invested here.
On the second rope, reverse Hurricanrana there. Nicely done by Rich Swann. Now he's going to take it up to the top rope. Is he going to strike with the Phoenix Splash already? Yes, he is. Phoenix Splash there to drop NXT's dreams immediately. Oh, so close.
I think Swann would have needed that win right then and there. Because now past this point, you know, cruiserweights aren't really designed to go 40 minutes, you know, just as a rough estimate. So I think the longer these two men go, the odds of them winning go down, like drastic.
That's drastic go down.
Yeah.
Drop kick there. I think the other thing is as well is maybe not so much the wrestler. Maybe they do have the cardio to go 40 minutes, but certainly their moveset can't go 40 minutes. Like if they were in a 35-minute, you know, if they were 35 minutes into the match, I highly doubt Rich Swann would have the ability within him to execute another Phoenix Splash.
That's a mighty fine point. Guy in the chat says, haha, you're already a much better commentator than that Michael Cole, in my opinion. Don't know who that is. And I only subscribed last NXT episode. Were you talking about the actual commentator or Larry Zakriska?
I think he's on about the ProJaked board as a whole. Oh, by the way, Back to the Future by Kushida. That came out of left field. And that has sent Kushida to the semifinals.
Gee, it must be easy to rip off of a movie and become successful. You know, props
It's
to
working
Kushida.
for Kushida.
Props to Kushida. Casinos.
Alright. Okay. Kushida, anyway, advances to the semi-finals. NXT's representative continues on, but he has got a tough bout up for him next, regardless of who wins that quarterfinal matchup. Kushida, though, advances. And, not going to be the Four Horsemen's night here. No crown coming home to them. Imagine what the reaction would be in NXT if Kushida could be a real dark horse in this tournament, go all the way to the finals, and somehow walk out with that crown. It's a long road still, but you never know. Shocks have happened in this universe.
Yeah.
And shocks could happen again tonight. So with that being said, we'll see the graphic here. Kushida awaits his opponent. He'll go backstage. He will rest. He has 2 matches now to recover. And then he will face his opponent. And of course, one of those 2 matches that he's got to recover is deciding his opponent in that semi-final match. And who will it be between Baron Corbin and Kenny Omega? Here comes the lone wolf towards the ring. A man who, as I've said, is on the fringes with myself as ECW General Manager. So many opportunities handed to Baron Corbin. So many that have been almost dropped the ball with them.
We have JJ Hunt saying in the chat he's 3-0 with his picks, and his sister is 0-3 with her picks. Well, sucks to suck.
Certainly is. Couldn't agree more. Baron Corbin heads towards the ring here tonight. This is that match where I don't mind who wins. I'm really happy with whoever wins. Because if Corbin wins, he's starting to prove me wrong. He can show that he deserved to be in King of the Ring and he deserves more chances. Kenny Omega wins. Hey, I'm happy. It's Kenny Omega.
Well, not too keen on the Kenny Omega guy, but what if Baron Corbin loses? What does that mean for him?
He might be out of chances on ECW. So many, as I said, so many have been gifted to this man. And he has dropped the ball on all of them. He's had 2 chances at the ECW Championship. Okay, I'll give him credit on one of them. It was a count-out loss for him. But he then failed to beat Seth Rollins, which, okay, to be fair, nearly everyone has. But it just feels... And in the Royal Rumble, he was out in like a minute. It's just really been disappointing this entire time for Baron Corbin. It's been a fall from grace, almost. But here comes the man who only just lost his Intercontinental Championship of the Royal Rumble, only just lost the rematch for that title on SmackDown Live, but Omega wants to go all the way and make it 2. And I will say this now, regardless of anything towards Lars Sullivan, if Kenny Omega wins back-to-back King of the Rings, does that not prove that he has the potential to be a world champion?
Well, in that hypothetical, I suppose you're correct. Zakrisco.
And the chat is especially on the side of Kenny Omega in this one. And it's no real surprise. Omega, for all his devious actions, has formed a large following within this universe and outside of this universe before he signed as well. Kenny Omega headed into this tournament last year as a newbie. Almost. He only had a few weeks' experience within this universe and managed to win King of the Ring. Now here tonight with a better field than what we had last year, he looks to win it again.
But, you know, I gotta say about Kenny Omega, no discredit to him, isn't King of the Ring more for, I suppose, people down on their luck that don't got much going for them?
Well, I mean, you know, this could be a boost of Kenny Omega's chances. As I just said, he lost his Intercontinental Championship at the Royal Rumble. He lost the rematch this past SmackDown Live. His Elite partners, the Young Bucks, lost their tag team titles. All's been going downhill for the Elite and Kenny Omega retrospectively.
Well, yeah, I guess that gives me a mighty fine answer. In the chat, everybody going for Omega, JJ Hunt in particular saying his sister poked Baron Corbin.
She's about to go. She could have a drastic quarterfinals. Imagine if she goes 0-4. Oof. Better have hopes that Corbin can fight back here on the outside. These two men have started. This is much more Baron Corbin's element than Kenny Omega's. Because Corbin is not afraid to use anything to his advantage.
Gaming HD says Lars is no Kenny Omega. You're correct. Lars is an actual wrestler. Oh.
Into the the ring apron. There goes Kenny Omega. Now everything on the outside that Lars Sullivan uses. Fucking Lars Sullivan stuck in my head. Your fault.
Yes.
Counter there by Corbin. Counter by Omega. Omega now knee in the gut. Leaps over reverse. Guillotine leg drop there.
Sideman Jr. says, if Kenny Omega loses, I will die. Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Drop kick now by Omega, who's in control. Thankfully, your life has been preserved so far. Cover here now on Corbin, looking to try and put him away. He's done a lot of work on the head, but Corbin ain't going to fall that easy.
Zach Rushing says, Raw needs a local hero in Joe Henry. Who's Joe Henry? Hendry. My bad. I
mean, we can't have local heroes. We move places week to week.
Yeah, it just seems a bit, dumb.
Oh, whoa. Omega, meanwhile, in the ring. Got him in the electric chair. Gonna move it now into the German suplex. Takes uncharacteristic strength to pull off something like that, especially on a Baron Corbin.
Kind of makes you think, you know, why didn't he just go for the one-winged angel right then?
Maybe he feels if he hits it, it's not going to finish off Corbin. And look at Corbin is back up on his feet and is sending him all the way across the ring. Corbin now with his response, deep six. Kenny Omega could be trundling out in the quarterfinals. End of days.
Kenny Omega, can he be taken care of this quickly?
2. Oh, Omega kicked out.
So, if I were to compare Baron Corbin so, you know, I could get a better understanding of who he is, could he be considered like the ECW's Triple H, I suppose?
Yes, that's a very good rendition of him.
Very dangerous man, but just hasn't quite been able to do what he has the potential for. Exactly
that. You're right on the money.
All right, because in the same way how Triple H hasn't really excelled because of, let's say, Jinder Mahal, Money in the Bank, Bullet Club, the same could be said, but for Seth Rollins.
Yep, you are correct.
All right.
Right now, he has got Baron Corbin has Kenny Omega in his clutches here. What were you going to say?
Zach Rushing in the chat says Lars stinks and Seth Rollins is better. Well,
correct.
Couldn't be more wrong.
He does look like he smells as well.
Gamey HD says Raw only has one hero in Chris Hero.
Who's that?
Who's Chris Hero?
Never heard of him.
Japanese symbol guy says James Ellsworth to debut.
Whoa! Back to business. One winged angel. He got all of it. Corbin ain't reaching the ropes either. Kenny Omega advances to the semifinals.
You could see Corbin was grasping for the ropes, but to no avail.
And with that, Baron Corbin may well have burned his last bridge to become a name on ECW. The two-time hopeful King of the Ring winner in Kenny Omega. The hopefulness is growing with every moment that passes. He's now in the semi-finals. He's now got Kushida to go one-on-one up against.
Well,
it's looking more and more likely.
It's a mighty strong prediction. You have Kushida going against Kenny Omega. I don't think Kushida has it in him. Gotta be honest.
This is going to be one of those occasions where I agree with you on that matter. I do believe Kenny Omega has the advantage in more ways than one, but we'll come to that later. After this match, more specifically, it is time for the semi-finals. Who is going to have the chance to put the crown on their head in that grand final? It is Lars Sullivan of Raw against Kota Ibushi of SmackDown. In many ways, it is David versus Goliath.
Ooh, I am ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. In the great words of Macho Man Randy Savage, I am ready.
Here he comes again. And see, the difference is now he's going to make his way out and he's going to look fresh. He's going to look fine because of how short his match was against The Miz. Don't be surprised if Ibushi is hurt, if he's limping, if he's slow to get into the ring.
I don't know. Well, who do you think is going to take it? Because you already know my answer.
I'm sorry to Kota Ibushi, but I am going to go Lars Sullivan.
Say it again. Say that again.
No, I'm good. Everyone heard it.
No, please say it again.
No, there's no point. Anyway, he comes towards the ring here, looking for the chance. The sole representative of Raw left. The red trunks that fly the Raw flag high as well.
Yep. And, you know, in many ways, I see Lars Sullivan as our great champion, Jinder Mahal. I see them in the great light. You know, Jinder Mahal is one of the best people in the universe with a title. Lars Sullivan is one of the best people in the universe without a title.
Akin to a Triple H.
Huh?
Like you were saying, Lars Sullivan's one of the best people in this universe without the without a title.
Well, I'm more so than Triple H, I think.
Okay, well, that's a topic for another day, because here comes Kota Ibushi after that over 10-minute battle with Kassius Ohno. He's now going to welcome himself to what could be a brutalizing defeat.
What will be a brutalizing defeat?
Heads towards the ring does Ibushi. If there's one thing he will try and do to overcome Lars Sullivan, it is speed, and it is taking away the tree trunk legs of the big man.
Gaming HD says, P.S. The local hero on Raw is Chris Hero, aka Kassius Ohno. What?
You can't have more than one name.
Yeah, that's absurd.
It's Kassius Ohno.
Japanese letter
Symbol,
guy
yeah.
says King Sullivan. I agree. JJ Hunt says King Ibushi. I disagree.
Oh. There are divides. We haven't even put up the question. Who's winning, Sullivan or Ibushi? We've said our piece. Who does everyone else think's taking this one?
Yes,
this one could actually be very divided, because, you know, you got a bit of a... I suppose you could say a bit of an indie darling would be the phrase to use for Kota Ibushi against the behemoth, the freak, in Lars Sullivan, who just exploded out of the blocks there with the Luther's press.
Sullivan, I put my faith in him. I'm not sure about you.
Wait, no way.
Already.
Freak accident.
It's over.
No way. 1, 2. Oh, Ibushi kicked out. But that is a huge advantage for Lars Sullivan, and we're about 30 seconds into this thing. Ibushi, though, is still fighting back right about now. Takes him down there with a snap mare. Follows through with a neck crank.
I'm not sure I know what to say at this point. I just feel kind of
Was that the first man to ever... No, that wasn't the first man to ever kick out of the freak accident, was it?
Yeah, it had to have been. Not feeling too good right now. Gonna be real with you.
It's early stages.
Yeah, I don't know. If you look at Ibushi, he's smaller than my thumb, and it's just...
You have a very, very fat thumb, then.
I don't know. I don't think he's taller than his mother. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, what a counter there by Ibushi. Sunset flip on
Grab the rope.
Sullivan there. He's not in the ropes. Referee says otherwise. He had a great view on it.
Zach Rushing says, who is Lars? A nobody. Well, clearly not if you know his name. Yeah.
Maybe he's on about Lars, the drummer or whatever he is of Metallica, who did not bring this theme to you for King of the Ring. Spoilers, it was Avenged Sevenfold. On the outside, or on the apron more specifically, Lars Sullivan has gone. Why would a freak like him go on the apron? Oh, maybe that's why. Countering his way out of any opportunity there for Ibushi to capitalize, but Ibushi still using his speed and that leaping DDT of his. Ibushi up high. We'll look for something big. We'll look for the Phoenix Splash! Oh my god, let it happen. Let it happen. Let it be. In position. The sit-up powerbomb by Ibushi. 1, 2. Sullivan kicks out. This one just got very, very interesting indeed. Both men have hit their finishers. Both men have kicked out. Really going up a notch. Sullivan now looking to return with a powerbomb of his own. Ibushi flips out of it. Into a move now. Sunset flip again. Sullivan not near the ropes. Can Ibushi overcome the odds? Not yet. If he is going to. Clubbing blows in the back repeatedly there of Sullivan. Looks to turn it around here. Flips the scales with a Hurricanrana. Counter there by Sullivan. And these two men are still going back and forth right now. Ibushi in the turnbuckle there, but Lars Sullivan able to quickly power out of it. Oh, oh no, it's going to nail it again. Freak accident. Down on Ibushi. Is Sullivan going to the finals? Whoa, no way. Ibushi just said hell no. With a kick out at 1. And Lars Sullivan is letting his anger get the best of him now. That could have been a grand mistake of Kota Ibushi's. Kota Ibushi is finding some fight within him here from where I have no idea. He has a never-ending heart of courage. And he's displaying it to Lars Sullivan. Catches the boot. Sweeps the leg from around him. Floors the big man again. And will go up high. Look to bring out another Phoenix Splash. Look to try and do anything for victory. He got him. Can he do it again? Can he hit another powerbomb? And go to the finals? Is Dara Ronaldo's meeting about to be ruined through his tears? Powerbomb, but Sullivan's arm was locked under the ropes there from the moment he hit the mat. Up on top once more goes Kota Ibushi. He is in the driver's seat of this match and the driver's seat to the finals of King of the Ring. Whoever would have thought that Lars Sullivan would be on the back foot to Kota Ibushi. This was David meets Goliath. And David right now is finding ways to overcome the brute that is Goliath. Pay no attention to that in the corner. Thank you very much. Chinlock applied though as Sullivan looks to do anything to close down any chance of winning here for Ibushi, and look to close down the speed as well that Ibushi can have. Forearm shot though. Backbreaker by Lars Sullivan. If you take the back away from a high flyer, you take away their chances to go up to that top rope. You take away the chances for them to hit so many high-flying moves due to all the damage they sustain. Ibushi, though, is kicking out at 2 still. Look at these clubbing blows. Ibushi with no protection. No way to stop himself there from all those shots. Lars Sullivan has reached his point of enragement. and is lampooning away on Kota Ibushi. Lars Sullivan now goes to the top rope. And the diving headbutt into Ibushi. And what happens next? Could be almost academic. Lars Sullivan, though, taking time. He's fatigued. He's worn out from this one. Ibushi has fought a long man's game. And it has worked. Oh, no, 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 no. No. Again here, this is gotta be it for Ibushi now. A third freak accident. Lars Sullivan's going to the finals. Ibushi says hell no. And look at the way in which he reacts. Lars Sullivan is in dismay, shock, disbelief. Gotta even be enraged. He is now clubbing away on Ibushi, who can't even bring his arms up to protect him from these knees raining in on the head. Ibushi though moves out of the way. I don't know how. I don't know where either this fight comes from. But it's still within Kota Ibushi. And it seems if he literally has to be killed to have it taken away from him. On the top rope now. Oh, this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt. And this could finish it as well. Top rope. Northern Lights suplex. Look at how far Ibushi flew. Well over halfway across the ring. And the referee is telling him to step back. Ibushi has taken a pummeling. Can he even continue in this one? Sullivan jumps right into the opportunity. Covers Ibushi, who still kicks out. Punch in the gut there. How do you do this, Ibushi? I don't know. Tilt-a-whirl, head scissors, and down he goes. Kota Ibushi, if he's gonna beat Lars Sullivan somehow, he will have beaten him all by himself. And this could be the one to do it. He played the waiting man's game. He played a marathon while Lars Sullivan attempted a sprint powerbomb. 1, 2, Kota Ibushi just beat Lars Sullivan. Think about that. Kota Ibushi is the first man to beat Lars Sullivan. Kota Ibushi overcame the odds, and I can already hear the tears in the meeting room that Dario and Ohno is in. Kota Ibushi overcame every odd in front of him. Even I counted him out, and he did it. Ibushi goes to the finals. One match awaits him and King of the Ring. This, it seems, was the true dark horse of the tournament. Kota Ibushi defies every odd in front of him and now goes to the King of the Ring finals. Who he meets, we'll find out in minutes. As coming up next, we will see Kushida and Kenny Omega clash. This is going to be a big one. This is for all the marbles. These two men want to meet Ibushi in the finals. This is about to be a very, very, very good one indeed. Kushida comes out with a chance to put his name and NXT's on the map once more, as he looks to become a finalist in his very first King of the Ring, but he takes on a specialist of this one, of this tournament, of this event, in Kenny Omega. Kushida just beat Rich Swann. He's had time to recover. His match may have well been the shortest of the quarterfinals, all things considered. And we see him head towards the ring. Could this be one of those matters where Ibushi is going to meet Kushida in the finals, or will he meet Omega? If Kushida goes to the finals, I'm at that point hard-pressed to believe that Ibushi will not win it. You know, I find it hard to believe that Ibushi would not win King of the Ring if he gets Kushida in the finals. However, if he gets Kenny Omega, it is any man's game. So the question goes now, Kushida or Omega? I mean, if the quarterfinals is any reaction, it's going to be a landslide majority for Omega wanting to win. But you never know around here what could happen. I would also like to send out a quick notification thing to anyone typing in the chat in all caps. If your message get retracted, that's not me, that's YouTube. So don't type in all caps as a heads up. Omega, anyway, heads towards the ring. He's feeling fine. He looks fresh. Since his win over Baron Corbin, he's had the time to recover. He just watched an old friend and certainly a rival of his in Kota Ibushi go to war with Lars Sullivan. Kenny Omega, can he pick up the scraps and manage to find a way to go into the finals and become King of the Ring again? To do that, he's got to overcome Kushida here. You heard Doronalo say he doesn't think that he can go all the way. And that may well be true as he goes up against the favorite, and in some ways a specialist now at being a marathon runner in Kenny Omega. Plants him down right away with that reverse leg drop. And Omega, from the start, has gone 100 miles an hour on Kushida. From the top here, double foot stomp. Gets, oh no, he missed it, I guess. I think he went to hit it, and he certainly didn't get all of it, that's for certain. In the look at this now by Kenny Omega. He is reigning in confidence as he hits that neck breaker there. Drapes him over here, cover now by Omega. Looking to try and put away. Oh, look at this. Confidence by Omega and then some. So there's a point though where confidence can turn into cockiness and it can completely cost you. These two men still going back and forth with one another. You could say feeling out period, but I don't think Omega was invested in one of those. He was invested in just going all out from the start. German suplex there to Kushida. Drop kick into the back. And oh, look at this. Omega is completely soaking in confidence right now, and Kushida could have just well shaken him out of his boots there and shaken him out of the tournament with a surprise sunset flip. No, very early kick out. Did take the ref a while to come in and make that count. Saito suplex there by Kushida now, as he looks to have some elements of control here. Big knee in the face now, but it's a counter in return. Irish whip. Went for that drop kick there to Omega. Took him a little while to prepare for it as well. And Kushida slows down the pace. Locks in the arm here. Trying to take away One Winged Angel. Trying to take away that electric chair German suplex as well. Omega's in position though to prove it didn't work. The electric chair German. Oh, that is going to hurt no matter who you are. He didn't decide to bridge, but now he goes into the cover. Could have been a mistake there by Omega. Certainly was, as Kushida kicked out at an early 1 count. Uh-oh, here it comes. V-Trigger! And a ticket to the finals could well be stamped in for Kenny Omega. Kushida says no. Kenny Omega is in firm control. But Kushida is still fighting back. German suplex there now. And Kushida is lining it up in position for the fastball punch. Boom in the jaw. And backwards goes Kenny Omega, and out of the tournament he could go as well, because he's about to go back, that's for certain, back to the future. Cover here, following it right away. Is Omega out? No, he ain't. Gonna take more than one of them to finish off Kenny Omega on the second rope. Went for the drop kick there and he missed it. Omega now goes to top rope. Misses the frog splash though on Kushida, who can now take control in this one. Irish whip here. Off the ropes comes Kenny Omega into a high knee there into the gut. A wheelbarrow knee. Kushida is surprisingly in control. Dragon suplex though. And commentator's curse strikes there for Kushida. Oh, what a step up in Zaguri. Kenny Omega blasted him. Omega now from behind. Pump handle. Backbreaker. As Kushida tries to recover on the ropes there. Omega gave him no chance to do such. Coming down with a hard move. Kushida looks for a step in Zaguri. These men are still possessing great speed, but Omega is still possessing all of that confidence as he hits that neck breaker there. He has done a number on Kushida's neck as well as his head this entire matchup to try and wind him up for one simple move, but it may not come because this could finish it. Electric chair, German suplex, there's the bridge, there's the cover, there's the count, and there's the kick out. And still, this one has no end in sight. Kota Ibushi watching closely. One of these men will meet him in the final. But these next few minutes will dictate which one it will be. Elbow in the face. Kenny Omega now has Kushida right where he wants him for what he has planned next. A big trip to the outside. Omega's winding it up. Rise of the Terminator is about to commence. And he nails all of it. Kushida down and may well be in trouble as well. And look at how Kenny Omega just responds there. A slow crank of the neck on the outside. But Kushida used all of that time to recover. Shows the difference of how these two men are operating. Omega, though, back in the ring now. Still in control as well. Cross-legged brain buster on Kushida. There has been a great deal struck into Kushida, and he's still fighting on. Though this could be the last straw. See you in the finals, Kota Ibushi. One-winged angel. 1, 2, 3. It is going to be a SmackDown final between Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. Kushida tried, but he was out of his element for the most part. Can tonight be Kenny Omega's night? One thing is for certain already. It is SmackDown's night as they lock out the King of the Ring final. But can Kenny Omega go all the way and become King of the Ring for the second time? No one else has done that in this universe, and we wait to see if he can do it here. This is going to be one hell of a final. There, you see it right there. We have one match to go before it. We have to let Kenny Omega rest. Can't just throw it straight into the finals. Ibushi Omega. God, these two men already hate each other enough. Imagine what it could mean when they collide in the finals. Kota Ibushi wins, his rise to stardom can begin. If Kenny Omega wins, it's a whole different story. And we may be looking at a man who needs a title shot, maybe at a WrestleMania, for winning 2 King of the Rings. Before we get to any of that, we're going to have a little bit of a, I guess you could say, a fun match, maybe a throwaway match, you could also call it. It is going to be any man from Raw, SmackDown, and ECW here colliding in this triple threat. King of the Ring has seen the brands clash up against each other, and now we look to see what will happen when they just go out in their triple threat. There's nothing on the line. There's no title shot for the winner of this one. There's no grand opportunity or anything. This is just a match between a representative of Raw, SmackDown Live, and ECW. It is as simple as it gets. Here you see representing Raw, James Storm. Storm has been a man who was almost became United States champion at the Royal Rumble, was kind of pushed away maybe by a certain Aiden English pulling out an upset out of nowhere. And a win here tonight could do him good because he's fallen a little bit off the cliff. And representing ECW is going to be another member of the Four Horsemen. It's going to be Apollo Crews. He saw his fellow Four Horsemen member Rich Swann fall at the first hurdle earlier tonight. Apollo Crews now looks to try and win a triple threat here to bring something home at least for the ECW brand as a whole. Here comes Apollo Crews towards the ring, certainly in high spirits, certainly in high hopes as well of winning this little triple threat match here tonight. As I said, nothing is up for grabs. This is all about just getting your name out there and getting a win. Can Apollo Crews become that man to get the win? It would be great for him. He's shown his abilities time and time again on ECW, and a win here would certainly do him a great deal of favors, both in the Four Horsemen's eyes and my eyes, of course, as the ECW General Manager. I'd just like to let everyone know when the show ends, when the matches end, we will be having about a 15-30 minute post-match talk where you can literally ask anything, and I will give you an answer about it. But anyway, glossing over the post-match show right now, here comes Ricochet towards the ring, representing SmackDown, and he dabs! He's won this match already. This match is over. Ring the bell. We can get the finals out here now. This is inconclusive evidence of who's winning this one. It's Ricochet dabbing. Actually, this is a bit of an interesting match in a way. Ricochet in this one, and his tag team partner of Future Shock, of Kota Ibushi, is in the finals. Ricochet's been watching this one very closely. You gotta imagine he's been backstage giving Ibushi support, trying to do everything he can to help him win this tournament. And now he's in the finals, and one hurdle is in his way of becoming King of the Ring. Ricochet, however, in the same breath as Kota Ibushi, has been looking to get his name out there more and more as of late. Certainly did so in a tag team matchup against the Revival, with a standing 450 splash to win it. That was incredible to say the least. But now we see 3 different kind of styles in this one. You got the brawler that is James Storm, the all-around athlete that is Apollo Crews, and the high flyer that is Ricochet. Let's see how these men will tackle this matchup. Crews wants a bit of James Storm right off the bat, and oh, look at this. Look at the strength of Apollo Crews that he demonstrates right from the get-go here. Triple power bombs with pure ease. As we see here through the tears, we see Dario Manalo trying to say some words. I'm not too sure he knows what he's typing. There's probably too many tears within his eyes. Too much crying going on. Just a reminder that Kota Ibushi, of course, defeated Lars Sullivan to get into the finals of King of the Ring. James Storm went to the outside there. Look at that strength there by Apollo Crews. Hoisted him up in the air. Brought him down with a power slam and is now going to work. Suplex there on Ricochet. James Storm returned to the ring, and he could get one of his own right. Counter there by Storm. And he's going to look to hit a a move that we've seen a few times tonight, the powerbomb. And one that, if we see it in the finals, could crown us a new King of the Ring. Crucifix there by Ricochet now. Both men are down. James Storm retreats outside of the ring rather quickly. And gets back in. Oh my god! Strength there. Everyone's going over the top rope. Now this is the new Royal Rumble apparently here at King of the Ring. Ricochet gonna fly. What a drop kick there to Apollo Crews. And again, goes out to the apron. This time he decides against it. James Storm on the apron. No agility from James Storm. No high-flying moves. Up on his shoulders here. Ricochet, though, able to get himself out. Sorry, James Storm able to get himself out there. Reverse DDT. Backstabber now by Storm. But he isn't capitalizing. Oh, now he is, because there goes Ricochet out of the ring. Oh, this ain't looking good for Apollo Crews. 8-second ride there by James Storm. That could finish this one. The cover on Crews, but Ricochet's in to break it up. No victory just yet. Well, there is still a chance to fight back here by James Storm. He's doing a good job. He's holding off everyone at every corner right now. On the outside is Ricochet. He's going to try and salvage the cover after the 8-second ride again. Crews able to kick out very early on. And Crews now looking for something. Storm's been countering everything here. Fair play to him. Rolls through there. Double underhook DDT, akin to his former tag team partner. One Drew McIntyre, who's not around on Raw anymore, now an ECW star. But Ricochet is in trouble here, counters his way out of James Storm and hits that reverse DDT. Finally, Storm is countered. And look at the strength now. This is something to behold by Ricochet. Northern Light suplex, rolls over, deadlift brainbuster to James Storm. And the strength continues here by Ricochet. Deadlifts Apollo Crews up and is swinging him around and around repeatedly. No remorse from Ricochet there. Great to see that. Crews is down in the ring. He looks dazed. He looks certainly dizzy, I imagine. And could well be out of it. In the turnbuckle now, Ricochet and James Storm going at it, looking for something big here. Storm counters, reverse DDT. Ricochet rolls out of the ring, and Storm will look to pick up the scraps of Ricochet's work. Cover. And James Storm just stole one. It was not a spectacular maneuver to... Well, it was by turns of strength. And it certainly wasn't James Storm's move that won the match either. But James Storm steals the win there from Ricochet. Pins Apollo Crews and picks up a nice little win for himself going forward. So we will see what that'll mean for James Storm. Maybe on Raw, I'm not too sure. See whatever the Raw general manager decides. But what he won't be deciding is who to push as the King of the Ring winner, who he can run around calling the King of the Ring winner on Raw, because that is down to two men on SmackDown Live. The time has come. It is now Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega. I'm ready. Everyone in the chat is ready. Only one of these men is going to be holding that crown. Everyone else will, as the song says, hail to the king. But who will it be? Omega or Ibushi? To you, chat. Let us know who's taking home this one. It is a final of a long night, a long tournament. These men coming on their third match, and for Kota Ibushi, it is his third grueling match especially. Kassius Ohno in the first round, the match of the quarterfinals. And then Lars Sullivan taking a brutalizing beating from him repeatedly in that one. But now he comes to see if it was all worth it. Now he sees the light at the end of the tunnel, maybe. And that light points to King of the Ring. Could Kota Ibushi become King of the Ring here tonight? Upset the odds makers, upset the favorites, and make this night his own. History only remembers the winner. They don't remember the second place. Kota Ibushi does not want to be forgotten on this night. Certainly his victories wouldn't be over Kassius Ohno and Lars Sullivan. But runner-up is irrelevant to the King of the Ring. And will this man make it back-to-back King of the Rings? Omega heads towards the ring. Baron Corbin and Kushida vanquished. There's only one. But which one will it be? Kenny Omega, the cleaner, looking to clean his way through this tournament in the grand finals as well. Looking to make it 2 in a row. As I said to Daro earlier before he went to his meeting and is now subsequently crying outside the arena. If Kenny Omega wins back-to-back King of the Rings, there is no doubt in my mind that this man can be a world champion. There is no doubt in my mind either that this man should be a world champion. It just all depends on who wins. Who wins this one? Chat is a little bit split. There is Ibushi and Omega predictions, but only one of them is going out as King of the Ring. We're underway here now between these two men. As I said, make no mistake about it, there's no love lost between these two men. They've had rivalries in the past outside this universe that has perfectly shown their hatred for one another. And now they look to encapsulate that one more time in this main event. Ibushi now has him up in a torture rack position, loops him around. Facebuster there. Got to think when it comes to terms of fatigue, certainly Ibushi is not the favorite in that regards. Omega's had, I wouldn't say an easier path in some ways, but he's had the shorter path compared to Ibushi. Surprisingly overcame Baron Corbin in a quick time. His match against Kushida was a little bit longer, but still, he still overcame him in a shorter fashion than what Ibushi overcame Ohno and Lars Sullivan. Rolls out of the way, though, does Ibushi. What a lariat there to bring him down. Blocks the kick, though, does Kenny Omega. These two men know each other so well on top of everything else that it just makes it that more tough to get a win over the other. In the turnbuckle now. Face first there went Kenny Omega, but he's quick to fight back. Rolling fireman's carry there. And Omega from the second rope with a moonsault, but it was a very almost clumsy one there. Certainly didn't get all of it. Hurricanrana. Kick in the back is stopped there by Kota Ibushi, who responds with a big head scissors. Omega going to roll out to the apron here. Ibushi looking to fly right after him. Omega just barely moved his body. But Ibushi still able to have some control maybe. Going to the outside now. Half-hatch suplex there by Ibushi. And a DDT that follows it. On the outside, I would expect this to be Omega's playground far more than Ibushi's. But Ibushi is looking. To use it to his advantage, but it's gone against him there as Omega sends him into the steps. The count is up to 6 here. The referee making no mistakes about it. He wants this. He will count these men out. Does Kota Ibushi want to become king of the ring by count out of all things? No, he resets the count. He's going to beat Kenny Omega. It's going to be by pinfall. Make no mistake about it. These two men, though, still going at it on the outside. So they haven't executed much of the things around them to their advantage. That may change, though. As, oh, Kenny Omega gets dumped on the announce table there. Thank God I'm not sitting there. Back in the ring we go now, though. It's Omega sending Ibushi back in, and he gets in before the count. And these two men continue on. Oh, they may be going on another trip to the outside. No, Omega says that ain't happening. Counters him there. And flies. Drop kick. Pinpoint precision on Ibushi. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Omega, electric chair, German suplex in the middle of the ring. But the fatigue is set in for Omega too. He couldn't even try for the cover right after it. Takes a lot of time, goes into the cover, and it is a very early and easy kick out. For Kota Ibushi. Oh, Kenny Omega may be thinking one-winged angel there. That was denied. These two men are going back and forth with one another repeatedly. The momentum sweeping from side to side, time and time again. Moonsault from Ibushi from the top rope. Into the cover right after it. Has he found a way to overcome Omega? He was close. It was very close indeed, but not close enough. Ibushi's in control, however. Reverse Hurricanrana. And Omega retreating to the outside again. He is showing signs here. Omega is on the back foot a little bit right now against Ibushi. Not too sure what... I think Omega tried to gain an advantage on the outside, and that didn't pay out the way he wanted it to. But he sticks the landing there on Ibushi. Kick in the gut now. And here go these two men into the crowd of all places. I mean, these guys do know there's a count on, right? We can't crown a King of the Ring winner if there's a draw. Uppercut by Omega now as the brawl goes into the crowd. Count up to 6, but both men know what's at stake. Their hatred for one another can wait. Because they have the ring to settle the business. There's not a respect for one another there, but a respect for the ring. The respect for wrestling itself. Omega with a chop. But look at that move there by Ibushi. Planted him down with it, and can Kota Ibushi find some kind of opening here? He's finding a second wind, actually by this stage of the tournament, probably a 4th or 5th wind within him. Ibushi still fighting here. Omega is not moving right now. Phoenix splash. Oh, Omega knew it was coming. He had so much time to read it that he got out of the way. Ibushi with a counter. Hurricanrana. But a very, very early kick out by Kenny Omega keeps this match alive. Omega turns him round. Oh, this could be it. This could be it. It could be back-to-back. One-winged angel. Omega says no. What a counter. And look at Ibushi now. Counters the one-winged angel. Into the sit-out powerbomb. Got him. But the hand of Omega, just like Lars Sullivan in the prior match, was under the ropes. Ibushi had the prime opportunity to capitalize, but couldn't finish it. But look at how he doesn't stop. Moonsault there. Counter in return though by Omega. Could this match get more 50-50 if they tried? Cover by Kenny. Kick out by Ibushi. Kenny up on the second rope now. He sees an opportunity presenting itself. Goes for a Hurricanrana. What a catch by Ibushi into a power bomb. That is raw power at its finest being presented by Kota Ibushi. Looked for something there, but Omega denied it. Drop kick into the leg. Ibushi clutches his leg in agony as well. Cover now by Omega. Ibushi still kicks out early. Double axe handle into the back. Missed. Ibushi moved out of the way. Looking for a fall-away slam here of some sort. And again, Omega sticks a landing. Back was revealed. Half-hatch suplex. These two men have given it all yet for King of the Ring. These two men have gone back and forth with one another as well for King of the Ring. Kenny Omega will look for that German suplex again. Can he strike with it? He can, and he can bridge. 1, 2... Ibushi kicks out. After everything these men have given throughout this entire tournament, there is no doubt in my mind that either one of these men deserves King of the Ring. Omega, one winged angel. And he sealed it. 1, 2. Oh, Ibushi kicks out. The shoulder flies up a 2, and Kenny Omega now looks at what the hell he has to do next. Kota Ibushi is still fighting in this one. Reverse DDT. Can Ibushi get his comeback on the go once again? Went for the clothesline. Hurricanrana countered by Ibushi. Powerbomb. These two men are out of this world talents, and they are showing it right here to become King of the Ring. There's 2 and kick out. Stomp into the back there as Ibushi goes up high. Phoenix splash again. No double foot stomp though. Kota Ibushi feels it within him. He feels the tides turning. He feels the win on its way. Dragon Sleeper applied. Not happening. Knees by Omega to get out of it. Monkey flip by Ibushi though to regain control. And another trip to the top rope. Another Phoenix splash. But will this one connect? Yes, it will. But Ibushi couldn't go right into the cover. He didn't have it in him. There's the count. There's the kick out. Ibushi thought it was 3-2. And there's the fatigue from Kota Ibushi setting in as well. It gives Omega enough time to get up to his feet. And Omega now with him in his clutches. Sent on his way. Kota Ibushi up on the shoulders now. Power slam maybe. Not happening. Oh my god. This one could be it. Is Kota Ibushi going to defy every odd put in front of him and become King of the Ring? Sit out power bomb. He got him. No ropes to save him now. 1, 2. Omega kicks out. Inches, literal inches away from becoming King of the Ring. Ibushi now in the driver's seat. This has got to be where he has to finish it. Omega is at his weakest. Ibushi can finish it now. Satellite DDT. And with it, Omega clutches his head. He's busted open. This is Ibushi's moment. But Omega says no. As the blood pours down his face, Omega still tries. Omega still fights. But so does Ibushi. Oh no, I know what Ibushi has in mind. Lawn darted into the second turnbuckle. His open wound into the turnbuckle. 1, 2. Oh no. I don't even think he got 2 on that one. Ibushi is tired, but so is Omega. Everything has been spent. Counter by Omega. And he's going to go for it now with a window of opportunity. Cross-leg brainbuster. Kenny Omega letting Ibushi know you can't escape. Fireman's carry sent on, and he'll follow through. Omega. V-trigger. 1, 2, 3. Kenny Omega. Back to back. King of the Ring. He came into this tournament to do it. He came into this tournament to make history. And Kenny Omega just made history. There is no doubt in my mind. This is the star of SmackDown Live now. This is a future world champion in front of us all here. Kenny Omega. King of the Ring. There is not much else that can be said. That was out of this world levels main event. That was something else to behold. That is Kenny Omega as King of the Ring, but do not think we can count out Kota Ibushi's talents, his experience, his heart, his passion. He beat Lars Sullivan to get here, and he was half a second away at one point from being King of the Ring. But only one man is King of the Ring, and there he is. The cleaner does it again. Can anyone stop Kenny Omega in 2018? Is this Omega's year to become champion? Is this Omega's year for him to clean up SmackDown Live and to kiss the WWE title and kiss everyone else goodbye and good night? Time will only tell. And there you have it. King of the Ring is sealed. We are wrapped up with that event. Fuck me, that was a good one. And now we come to the post-match portion of the show, where I will read anything that you guys have to ask in the chat. And I will give you as honest an answer as I can in regards to whatever that you want it to be about. I will give you an answer. Apologies also if I do end up with slow responses. My voice did just die in that last match. But we made it. We made it through King of the Ring. That was an event and a half in itself. I almost did something stupid then. Next episode will be tomorrow, no. Tuesday probably for Raw. I think. Oops, dropped my phone. My bad. Yeah, I think it'll be Tuesday for Raw. Currently looking like it's going to be late. Might get it in on Monday, but I got no promises for you there. We're gonna close that down, and we're just gonna sit and stare at my channel. There you go. We can sit and stare as my ego grows. Regarding this week's NXT, do you mean last week's NXT? Because Tony Storm wasn't on this week's NXT. Can AJ Styles go to SmackDown? Maybe. I don't know. Time will only tell. long enough to want to kill myself. So 5 minutes. But in what sense, Dara? Because if you're on about streaming, then probably like 15. If you're on about like actually outside of streaming, probably like 2.5 hours. I did see a question earlier about Neville, but I can't see it anymore. My bad. No, I will not be adding 205 Live. We have the Cruiserweight division on ECW. And the 5th show is not something I want to do. 4 is already killer. Add in everything else that I have to deal with, and I can't do it. Got too much going on. Okay, I will give me like 10, 15 minutes or so, Dara, and I'll come back on. Actually, no, give me a little longer because I'm probably going to need to have a shower. Ooh, you get to hear the juicy details about me showering, and behind the scenes goss as well. Oh, poor NS Games. You came as the after the show has ended. Don't worry though, this show should be up in a couple hours. Just it's down to the hands of YouTube to decide when that show goes up. There was something I wanted to look at. My bad. So, anyway, there we have it. Kenny Omega, back-to-back King of the Rings. Now, where do we go from here with him? I don't know. If I was going to do TW, I would... Because I've thought about this a lot of times. I would do it as a live stream, more than what I would as a series. Because I think if you're going to record a TW series, you need to be you need to have something planned like long term, and you need to have ways to make it look good, if that makes sense, as a YouTube series. But I would absolutely live stream it because I really do enjoy TW. Because the problem is with TW is, unlike Universe, there's no things to look at aside from text. There's no there's not even any sound to the game, especially as well. Omega versus Fish could happen. Could happen indeed. We're all waiting on one guy, the Royal Rumble winner, to decide who he's going to take on. WWE right now, I don't know. I'm not paying that much attention to it. I've got to be honest with you. Even NXT has kind of dipped my interest a little bit. I'm not watching much. I won't watch Chamber tonight either. So I don't know. I mean, it was cool to see Rollins do that Iron Man. I only watched the highlights again, but I don't intend on watching much WWE right now. I'm in a New Japan phase, so my current thing for WWE is not there. Yeah, I don't know. TW would have to be one of those things where I'd probably do it over a weekend, like a Saturday, Sunday stream when I actually have time. But aside from that, like, I couldn't do it over the week because the week is always devoted to Universe. When you have Lars versus a Fish, you might actually be able to beat the Fish as opposed to losing to Kota Ibushi. I did watch Gargano v Almas. Takeover was the last... No, Royal Rumble was the last full show I watched, so... But yeah, that was a spectacular match between those two. Made me actually dig Almas a little bit more. Still not sold on the idea of him as champion, though. Just, I don't know. Doesn't hit me. Doesn't strike me. Doesn't hit me with his rhythm stick. I have seen this question asked on so many occasions now. It's Pieces Broken by Alter Bridge. is Corbin's theme. I would to be fair to the if anyone was gonna want to watch this in the post, like after the show goes up, you can. I'm just gonna load up the chat for you now. See, look, there's an answer for it's Corbin's theme, right? But there. Where's the chat? Here we go. Right, I'm gonna have to try and can I hide my stream stuff, please? Ah, pop out. There we go. That's much better. Oh God. Okay, there we go. Favorite wrestler right now? Fuck. I don't know. Probably Seth Rollins. There are a lot. Rollins, Styles, Okada. Yeah, Okada, because I'm so new to NJPW that I don't hate Okada's reign yet. Omega's up there, of course. He just has to be. No, I don't. I think if you watch other universe modes and you're a guy who makes universe mode, you kind of, you kind of... actually, no, I do watch one from time to time, but I don't watch any, like, full-time. I don't tune into anyone's full-time series. I don't watch every single episode when it comes out. Because if you're a guy who is making universe and watching every episode of every episode of other guys, you might find yourself plagiarizing, and I do not want to do that. I try my best not to plagiarize, if I can. See, that was a topic back in the day, but not anymore. But yeah, I try my best not to plagiarize, so I try my best not to watch other people in that same aspect. Oh, Key, you came right to the end. No, I will not make you a guy. I have 2 core spots left, and I need them. Yeah, you watch us, and you watch a bunch of edgy shit as well. If we get a copy pasta on the go, that would be pretty good right now. That would give me enough intent to want to shut down this stream and kill myself. Don't worry, Key. It'll be up in like a couple hours, I think. YouTube is shit right now. Thanks for liking my tweet, by the way, Key. I was real appreciative. Because I don't want to make your call. Pretty simple. What's managers cutting promos? Would probably be my one. I feel like that is not something that like should be on anyone's wish list. That should be in the game. And the fact it isn't is ridiculous. Like, how can a manager not cut a promo? What other things? More scenes in Video Manager would be nice, because where was I going? More scenes in Video Manager, because 2K17 had more, and how there's less in 2K18, I don't know. There's some ASMR. 5K sub special, I'll do ASMR. Right, I'm not too sure how long this has gone on, but I'm probably gonna have to make a move. Considering, are you still good for a while, Dara? That didn't sound like English, I know, but yeah, you give me 10, 15 minutes, and I'll probably be able to jump back on. But yeah, right. That will, yeah. I'm actually gonna have to go. It's getting kind of late here. I don't know. Oh. Before I close things out, those are 2 good points. GM mode combined. I was never a big fan of GM mode. It never did stuff for me. Like, I don't know. Because the problem is then with GM mode is the biggest problem with GM mode was you were always competing to try and beat someone, and it was just like takes away from universe. Champion holding their title. Yeah, that'd be nice. How about as well, you know, any scenes involving like the cutscene edition? Can we have more than the same cutscenes that I see, even with automatic rivals on? How is it that the only scenes I ever see are the handshake, the post-match stomps, and that's it, actually, innit? Those are the only scenes that are ever done by automatically, which is stupid. He's doing fine. Look, Key, alright, you're gonna have to calm down, though, okay? No rough words in my Christian chat, okay? I will accept Hex at a stretch, but you're kind of tearing the line. Gym of all shows, isn't that essentially what Universe Mode already is, though? Like, in that regard. I can get what people mean by, like, the money standpoint, like the revenue bits. They were a little bit interesting financially wise and doing contracts and stuff. But I have always preferred Universe Mode over GM Mode. I think GM Mode just kind of got like a tired concept after a while. And I do not miss it. What did I tell you about Christian words? Zaro. Calm Christian words. Not on my Christian Minecraft server. Actually, to be fair, Christian Roblox server, because Minecraft is, it's too popular now. We need to go to Roblox. Or Roblox, or however it's pronounced. Heck how it's pronounced. Hex all around. Hex to you all. Hexagons as well. The best shape. Thick on all sides is a hexagon. But, there we go. It is 25 past 8. It has been almost 2 hours since Kingdoming started. So in that case, it's been like 20 minutes, 15 minutes or so since I wrapped up the, recording. But anyway, I'm going to make a move now. I've still got stuff to do. Daro's got stuff to do. Story creator, yeah, just bring back the 2K18 concept. It worked perfectly. I don't get why they had to cut it out. Heck, Roblox as well? Yeah. Heck, anything. Just Christian Hex. Don't want to go over the top with our Hex here. We are a Christian community. Praise be. You don't need to make some thick boys, Key. You've got a thick boy right in front of you. Get the best of this. Anyway, I'm going to have to make a move now. Thank you to anyone who came into the chat. Anyone who lurked, anyone who commented, anyone who chatted during this. And for the general vibe in everything and anything. But I'm going to have to make a move now because we've got stuff to do. So with that being said, thank you guys. If you're watching this afterwards, thank you for watching as well. I will see you for Raw, hopefully tomorrow. If not, well, I tried. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys. And ta-ra. Ignore this bit.